In this video, we are going to talk about how to scan your WordPress website for malwares and viruses. So if you want to secure your WordPress website, then let's dive in. Hi, my name is Ankit and welcome to Magazine 3 YouTube channel where we talk about everything related to WordPress. And if you want to learn more about WordPress, then make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever we upload our next video. So in our series of WordPress security for beginners, in this episode we are going to talk about how we can scan the viruses and malwares on our WordPress website. So in the past videos we have discussed about what are these bots, what are these scripts, how they can attack, and everything that is related to protection. Now let's talk about the case where your website is now under attack. So how you know that your website got any attack of malware or any virus on it? So the best way to check if your website is under attack by any malware or any virus is to have a firewall plugin that can do a regular scanning of your WordPress website so that you will be notified if there is any malware or any virus attack. So let's dive in the WordPress backend and see how we can scan our WordPress website. So here we are in our WordPress backend and we are going to use the same setup that we have used in the last two episodes. So if in case you want to learn more about WordPress security, then make sure you check our playlist in the I button above, and I will leave a link in the video description as well. So you will get a lot of information about WordPress security. We have a complete playlist about it. So now we are using the same WordPress setup. We already have the WordFence security plugin installed, and in the last videos we have seen how we can track the traffic coming on our website server and how we can even block some of them. So in this video we are going to cover how we can use this WordFence security plugin to scan our WordPress website for malwares and viruses. And the process is pretty straightforward. We need to go to WordFence. We need to click on this scan option, or you can go to dashboard, and here we have a scan option right here. We can click on manage scan. So here we have this scan type set as standard, and we can change the scan type. So we will keep it on standard. You can change as per your requirement. You can read about it, and most of the time standard scan is good enough. So on the next window we have the malware signatures. So they are constantly updating the kind of malwares they are able to block. Below that we have a scan schedule. So as of now we are using a free version of this plugin. So WordFence will decide itself when to scan. You can always go ahead and do a manual scan. Below that we have some general options, and you don't have to worry about them. If you want to check and read about it, then you can go ahead. Below that we have performance options. So again, some high level stuff that you don't have to deal with, so you can leave it as it is. Same goes with the advanced scans. So if you want to exclude any file or anything from this scan, you can do that. So if you do any changes, you can always go ahead and then save changes from here. So once we are done with all these settings, we can go to scan, and then we can just go ahead and start a manual scan. And these are the various checks this is going to perform, and some of them are logged for the premium version. So you can always go ahead and use the free version, and if in case it's working for you or you think that this is a good investment, then you can go ahead and upgrade for the paid version. So let's start a manual scan from here. So once we hit on start new scan, it will start the process of scanning. It will take a few minutes depending upon the size of your WordPress website. And then we will start seeing the reports here, like server state, it's showing good. And then it will scan for any file change or any malware present on these files. So there are various checks this plugin gonna perform, and then we'll show you the results below here. So as we can see that it's scanning the post and comment files and then themes and plugins. So it's going to take a few minutes, so you can just start the scan and do other stuff. Alright, so our scan is done, and below here we have the results, the post, comments and files. Total 4,000 plus files are scanned, and themes and plugins, user checks, URL checks, and result founds are 0. So on all the checks we are doing good, so everything looks fine on this side. And if there is any issue at any checkpoint as mentioned here, so it will show an exclamation mark or any red mark that we need to take care of that check. So all that will be listed below here. And if there is any malware or any virus is detected on your WordPress website, that detail will be listed below here. You will also get a detailed path of files which are infected, and you can go ahead and open that file and see if there is any bad code or any malicious script added on that. So that's how deep scan this plugin does for your WordPress website. So it definitely do a very deep dive in scanning process and then give you the result for all these scans. Now, this plugin is not the only one which you can use to do the virus and the malware scanning on your WordPress website. And there is also a very popular plugin called Security. So you can go ahead and enter the website URL here on their website. You don't have to even install the plugin in the beginning. You can go ahead and check if there is any malware attack on your WordPress website. So just enter your website here and they will do the scanning for you. So for example, if I enter this website, so once you enter the URL, just click on Scan Website and it will start doing some processing and will show you the results if there is any malware or any bad thing found on your WordPress website. So pretty straightforward and free plugin that you can use always. You can also go ahead and install the Security WordPress plugin and then do this scan. The only problem is that they don't have any scanning scheduling available in the free version. You have to buy their premium plans. So if in case your website is very sensitive with the user information and you want to take your security pretty seriously, then you can go ahead and upgrade to the premium plans of any of these security plugins, and most of them work pretty well. So this is how we can scan our WordPress website for any malware or any virus. And for that, we can just start using with a free plugin. And then if it works well, then we can surely go ahead and upgrade to their pro plans. And if you want to learn more about these plugins, I will leave a list of these plugins in the description below of this video. So you can go ahead and try it out all the plugins and see which one works well for you. Some of these security and firewall plugins are very server intensive. So they might use a lot of resource on the website server. So make sure you are using a good host and you do a check before going for a premium plan of any of these security plugin, that how much resource they are using on your hosting server. So depending upon that, you can go ahead and make the final purchase if in case you want to. But most of the free plugins are good enough to start with, and they will give you a pretty good results for any virus or malware present on your WordPress website. So that's it for this tutorial, and if you like this video, then make sure you hit the like button. And to learn more about WordPress security, make sure you check the playlist above in the I button and the video description below. We have a complete playlist of videos where we talk about WordPress security for beginners. And if you want to learn more about WordPress, then make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever we upload our next video. So that's it for this one, and I'll see you in the next one.